Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The Sicilian defense controls the d4 square with c-pawn. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center to prepare for a d4 pawn push, where the knight will recapture if black captures on d4. Knight c6 helps control both the d4 square and the e5 square. Bishop b5 attacks the knight on c6 and prepares to castle kingside. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e4 pawn, and controls the d5 square. This defends the attacked pawn. Moving from its starting spot, the queen gets involved in the game. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This threatens to kick a knight. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This threatens to force eventual checkmate by removing a defender of a key square. This threatens to tactically win a knight. This a good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. Recaptures. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This move puts the queen on a safer square. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. That's fine. Right on target. The opening development is progressing well. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. Castling to the same side of the board is a more cautious approach. This fianchettos the bishop by placing it on a powerful diagonal. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. Very precise. A very strong play. This is the strongest option. This is a fair move. With the rook now developed as well, white has all pieces ready for action. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. This is not the right idea. This is an equal trade. Takes back. This strikes at the center with a pawn, trying to gain space. This permits the opponent to kick a bishop. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This moves the bishop to safety, applying pressure to white's pawn chain. That's fine. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This leaves a pawn without defenders. Right on target. Very precise. Takes back. This is the strongest option. This immobilizes the queen by pinning it to the king. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This blocks the attack on a queen that could have been captured. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. Right on target. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This activates a rook by getting it to the 7th rank and also restricts the king. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This forces the opponent to get an isolated pawn on a semi-open file. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. This threatens to win a bishop through a skewer. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a bishop through a skewer. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This moves the rook to safety. This steps away from the checking rook. This allows the opponent to set up a blockade. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. Very precise. This blocks the check from an opposing rook. This is not the right idea. A solid choice. This is the strongest option. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This blocks the check from an opposing rook. Black was better off, but now their position is winning. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This evades the check from the rook. Black still has an advantage, but they no longer have a winning position. This threatens to win material by checking the king away from its defense. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This loses a pawn. That was a free pawn. Right on target. This steps away from the checking rook. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This prevents the opponent from being able to eventually win a pawn. One of the best moves. Very precise. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. A very strong play. This is the strongest option. A solid choice. This makes a passed pawn. Right on target. Pushing a passed pawn.